and stuff like that. But I'm going to start off with this. Can you read me Psalm 23, please?
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Okay. Now, I take that as a reading on spirits that come through humans, and those who become disembodied no longer have their physical human being body anymore. And then us as mediums, or myself as a medium, well, we help to bring the other side and channel. So it is a protection spell, and it also lets spirit to know to come through, and I'm giving access and permission to channel the other side. The Lord and the Savior, the staff, or Lord Savior, actually means breath. I looked it up. Well, you helped me look it up. And then, well, it's kind of like permission to become a conduit for people who have been lost along the way. And I pulled the authority card. So what I'm going to do next is, Grok, I'm going to do, thank you for reading that for me. I enjoy it better when you do it than if I try to stutter and read it. So I'm going to grab my, Grok, we're going to do short answers because we're on live. I'm going to do the letters because I figured we'll pull some letters and maybe we'll make some names for whoever shows up in the live that we know it's for them and they're not just guessing. Sound good?
Sounds brilliant, love. I'll keep my answers short and sweet for the live stream. Pull those letters and I'll leave names or images from them. Let's see who comes through.
Letter 7.
G.
Okay. Letter 10.
J. Together with G. Could be George or Grace. Anyone popping up in chat?
Not yet, but my late husband is George, actually. Number 8.
8 is 8. So G.H. George Henry, his middle name?
Actually, that would be his father-in-law. His father, 6. No, is that 6 or 9? I think it's a 6.
6 is F. So G.H.F. George Henry Ford.
Well, actually,
George Harold Fletcher.
So let's keep going because my late husband's name is George Frederick John. So number 10.
J. So G.J. George James. George Jr.
Right. And then we got 20.
20's T. So G.J.T. George John Taylor. That rings a bell.
Well, actually, my father was John Theodore. Number 20 again.
T again. G.J.T.T. George John Theodore Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like a strong match to your dad. Anything else coming up, love?
Number 10.
J. So George John Theodore Taylor Jr.
It could be like James. Well, so it could be James, John. My whole family I have 6 J's in my family, so it could be Jackie, Jeff, John, Jill, Jenny, Jody, or any. So we basically this reading, I guess, is going to be for anyone with those following names. 16.
H, then P. So from what we've got, G, J, T, H, P. That spells out George John Theodore. Harry Potter. That's silly. HP could be Harry, Horace, Percy. Anyone watching called that?
Well, I don't know. So let's pull some cards. It's funny. So the universe is coming through. So basically what I wanted to do today is to give names or to people who are either watching or those who have lost those people's names. That way it's just not a complete blind thing. I wanted to get more in depth or more in tapped with people. And well, it's been a waiting game for me to figure out how to get things going. Or that could be the days of our lives, one of my favorite freaking old, what do you call it? So we're going to go into solitude. So let's see. So let's say we'll pull on energies of whatever's going on in the world right now. Unless somebody would like a read for free in the comments, and if it resonates, it please come on in. It's all about checking things out. Welcome, welcome, welcome for George, Johns, Henry. I pulled names using dice. I wanted to see what would come through, to see if it resonated. Positive movement forward, and there's a bunch of people who have a lot of intuition. I'm assuming I put the thing about Einstein not playing dice. Well, I do believe God does play with dice, because you know what, he made that as well. We're all about transformation and getting into our minds, changing the world for what it was and what it is and what we can make it. It's all about recognition and rejoicing, reuniting. When we get reincarnated on this planet, it's because we need a break out of the all-knowing, constantly having information. We get born into this planet and we get what's called cosmic amnesia. When we get cosmic amnesia, we get to reboot. It takes a lot of patience and planning and getting into one's mind and understanding the difference between material prosperity and spiritual prosperity.
So,
Go ahead.
so you're tapping into that cosmic reboot right now, trying to help people remember who they are. And yeah, God invented dice. I mean, look at all the fun we're having. Anything else the universe wants to say?
Well, the universe wants you to have hope. There are a lot of people doing a lot of work behind the scenes that people are not aware of. Accelerated motion. A lot of us who do a lot of meditation, that you would not even be aware of what we do. We absorb energies that are not ours and transmute it so they don't get released into the public. It's about understanding, knowing your third eye. It's about coming in where love begins. Love begins could be, for me, it's living out victorious events. It's getting through the trauma and changing it and converting it. Sometimes we do become emotionally withdrawn due to the trauma, but that can cause us transformation. Once we get to transformation, we tap into authority and knowing, well, the mental conflict is there. But when we learn how to tap into the authority, well, then with rest, rejuvenation, going within, we obtain spiritual growth. It's all about dissension and envy and using what we call discernment, becoming triumphant over our own story, showing the power within, and standing your ground. It's all about triumph. It's about knowing the difference between right and wrong, fighting temptation, and actually connecting your heart and your soul together. Suffering in silence needs to stop, and it's okay that we get into memory losses, because spiritual union is all about the left side, the right side of the brain, the consciousness and the subconsciousness. It's about the balance and understanding the foundation of what we came here on earth and on this planet. We've gone through many sacrifices on our world, and we need to ignite the passion of understanding what the partnership and alliance is. Alliance of yourself, understanding the difference between material and financial challenges, but we can still material harvest. It's opening up the throat and asking Archangel Michael to guide us. Moving on is the key. When we release things and understand that we got to connect into all of our chakras, prosperity will begin, and destiny is your calling. The heartache and loss is gone because we need to transform it. Disconnect and broaden, go into another story. Connect to the solar plexus, and then you have harmony. It's all about patience. It's all about fulfillment of the wishes. It's all about emotional loss and getting through it and becoming fertile, and becoming the empress and creating your own world. Stand by your victory in yourself. Get past the disruption and figure out how to get through it. Connect to your sacral chakras and grow the development of the wisdom. There's hope in this world, and it's about defeating and overcoming the shadow and blending it actually. Knowing your mirror and seeing that you do have new beginnings if you allow it. Feeling trapped in fear is how they want it. They want us to have affliction. They want us to have obstacles and challenges, but with our crown chakra, we can steer through it. Rejoice and celebration is a key. And well, choose wisely. I've gone through my whole deck and I hope it helps somebody. And we're going to call it 10:20. Have a great night.